tell you a little bit about my new GS, the baby of the family. I'm lucky in that I live right near Iron Mountain Road, which is one of the best motorcycle roads in the Black Hills. If you want to do a skill test, because there's lots of sharp turns and it's hilly, and you'll get a view of it here as we go on. Alright. This is the little BMW 310 G 310 GS. It's just on the market here this year. Although BMW has had another version of the 310 out for a while. This is the GS version. And I think they kind of hit it out of the ballpark. I've had this up this road a couple times now, and I got to tell you, I am very pleasantly surprised. This bike only has 38 horsepower, but it's plenty for this road, and it's got plenty of pulling power to get me up the hill. The shifts are very positive, and no question on that. You can see a little snow yet in the road, a little water and snow, but it's really does the job nicely. I was pleasantly surprised because I didn't think it'd have the torque or the pulling power to get me up this hill this easily, but it certainly does. And it's very easy to throw into these corners, and you have a very positive feel when you go into the corners. You know, some bikes feel a little top heavy or whatnot. Speed limit here is I think only 25, so if you see the speedometer on this, it probably reads a little higher, but BMWs as a rule read about 10 miles an hour faster than what you're actually going, or not 10, but 10%. So if you see the speed indicated at 1, it's really not that speed. I wouldn't think of taking this road at any speed higher than the speed limit, especially this early in the spring when there's nobody on it and there's no highway patrol anywhere around, so it's strictly honor system, and I just wouldn't even consider speeding on this road at all on any bike. But if I wanted to speed, this bike could do it, even on these steep hills and on these sharp curves. It really handles them nicely, as you can see. It's only a single cylinder, and it just has that single cylinder sound. Now, some people like it, some don't. Most don't, I think. They like to have something that you can hear. See, that's a pretty good sound. But it really hangs on to these corners very good. By and large, the bike feels quite balanced. It has a nice low center of gravity. The seat is about, 32 and a half inches, something like that. But it's a seat that you can easily swing your leg over. And it's easy to get on and off. See, we get through here, another pigtail bridge. great day to ride. I was out on Sunday, and this is a weekday here, so all the local bikers are back at work. This is a great road. If you want to test any bike, test your skill, it's a good road to test your skill on. Like I say, it's a 25 mile an hour speed limit, so you can't go very fast, but you wouldn't want to go fast on this road anyway. You just want to take your time, just go up nice and easy, and enjoy the scenery, and it's a great road for that. Alright. There's a nice view coming up here, way over there. I'll give you a camera view of it. Stop, and nobody here. There you go. Pretty nice spot. The nice part about living here all year is there are no tourists part of the year. Fortunately, in the 3 months of summer, it's overrun with tourists. But this time of year, there's hardly anybody around. I wouldn't make a trip out here this time of year because, you'll notice there's still snow on the ground. Not right here because we're on the south side of the mountain, but if we get over here on the north side a little bit, you'll see that there's some snow. Another nice view from up here. I'm not going to stop this time, you get the idea. As you can see, this will lug, if you need to. It also has a red line of over 10,000. So I haven't. It's new, so I haven't really wound it out yet. Now we're coming down the other side of the mountain here, and there's the road down there. You can see it zip, 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 back and forth. I hope that comes out. See the road, got all these pigtail turns. They go back and forth. As you get in the shade areas, you can see there's still snow on the ground. If you don't know these roads, when they say 15 miles an hour, they kind of mean it. And the other thing, when you ride these pigtails, you don't want to crowd the yellow line, because you're likely to run up against some big camper coming up at you, and he's going to be left to center. And if you're left to center or right at center, it could be an exciting meeting. Probably not to your favor. But there's a car down there. Nice thing about this is you can look ahead and see who's coming at you, because this road does, go back and forth. See that? You didn't see it, I did. Another one-lane tunnel. Come here in the summertime, these tunnels, you sometimes have a traffic jam here. This is a cute little tunnel. If you're into non-motorized motivation, which some of us might call hiking, there's a little trailhead right up here, just coming around this next corner. If you look down here, you'll see a trailhead. All right, see the gate? Right there. Walk about a quarter mile down that trail and you'll come up on a cave. It's a granite cave. It's called Thimble Cave. You go down there about a quarter mile. Turn, do a right. You'll see a path going off the right. Follow that path into a little box canyon, and then you'll see Thimble Cave in there. That box canyon was where it was said that Lame Johnny used to keep his rustled horses. He was a horse thief, and he had his horses there for a while. The reason I got this GS, of course, is so I could do a little bit of off-roading, get off the tarmac now and then. And I'm going to hit this short road down here, and we'll just go off tarmac so you can get kind of a sense of how it handles. It handles very well on the tarmac. That's always been my big surprise there. And we'll go down here at this junction here. It's called Dakota Lake. It's a tiny. It's like a pond. It's a very small lake, but yeah, it's a good fishing lake, and there's a pretty good size brook trout in there. All right, here we go. Let's see what the gravel's like. Last time I was down here, it was pretty rough. Not too bad this time. A few little potholes. This bike handles these roads very well, these gravel roads. So, a lot of, I've read reviews where, you know, guys are really into it. They say it's sprung a little soft. But for my butt, it's about right. Anyway, it's somebody went there and graded this. It's not as bad as it used to be. There's Dakota Lake right there. It's but this bike handles these trails pretty good. I haven't had it on any real gnarly trails yet, but for this kind of stuff, it's perfect. Oop, 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 oop. It's a little bouncy there. Oh, good, we get to follow somebody. These roads are kind of fun now, and there aren't too many tourists around. But, you know, some of these people want to go the speed limit. Man, I like the way this goes around these corners. It's not quite up to sport bike standards, but being a light bike, turn 379 pounds is all it is, sopping wet. So just hold it third or fourth gear here and buzz on up the hill. The other thing I've noticed on this is it's pretty good on the highway. Most of the speed limits in the Black Hills are 55 miles an hour on most of the roads, even the Black Hills Parkway. Now you get out of the interstate, it's 80, okay, and parts of 16, Highway 16 or 65, but most of the roads in the Black Hills are going to be 55 mile an hour or less. This bike is capable of that all day long. It'll do 85. I haven't had it up that fast. I've had it up to about 79 is all, but 79 is fast enough for me. It is a shorter wheelbase, so it doesn't have the stability of a road bike, and because it's so light, it doesn't have the same stability as a a big old road bike. But, you know, that kind of comes with the turf. I'm going to pull over here and take a good look at this. If you get over in this lane, you can see what's coming at you before you get there. There's Mount Rushmore. Like I said, if you miss a gear, it'll lug. Okay, this little engine will keep chugging along. If you're you go into a corner like that and you find you're in third or fourth and you ought to be in second, it'll just go. I mean, it's got a lot of heart. The only thing I don't like about this is it doesn't have canceling turn signals. Everything else I got has got canceling turn signals, and I kind of, I forget, you know. Again, I've just barely got the rubber broken in on this, so I got to take these too hard. Back down. We're at the top of Iron Mountain again. We're going back down. Again, there's your view from up here. It's going to slow down. It's a pretty good view. Very nice. Clear out. It's kind of a little hazy today. Some days you can see out there 50, 60, 70 miles. Pretty much coast down this hill. It's downhill all the way to Keystone from here. Well, there's a few people out. I haven't quite to myself. Yep, they mean 15 miles an hour on this one. They really do. If it's more than 90 degrees, it's about 110 or so. That one you want to be careful of. It should come up and bite you, especially if you got a big heavy bike. Hey, guy. Yeah, nice to see somebody else out today. It's a beautiful day. It's supposed to be 60. There's another thing another trick I like to do is just pull out over here. There you go, see? Good reason to do that. Come on, guy. Okay. You can go. You can make it. That's the reason you want to pull out on those corners. You want to just go right in because you don't see some guy's bumper right in your face. Another tunnel coming up. Let's see if anybody's in this one. Nope, we got it for ourselves. Rushmore. Right there. In your face. This is another one that kind of means 15 miles an hour when they say 15. Like, going to go 15 to show you what 15 actually looks like on here. Okay, we're at 15 miles an hour. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, it's 15. Now you've seen 15 miles an hour. Well, should we go 20? No, let's go 20. All right, number 20. And most of your tourists will drive at about this speed. So if you want to go fast, you're not going to go fast during the season. But you wouldn't want to break the law anyway. No. You want to be a good law-abiding citizen. Oops. Ah, damn it. Jumped up to 25. That's, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to be. No, I forget what it was. 20, 25. Alright. Just a little water there, nothing to worry about. Well, that's Iron Mountain Road. That's it. Okay. It goes on. It goes on for quite a ways. It's about 10 miles over to Custer Park, and then another 7 or 8 miles there into the junction with Highway 38 and or the other highway, whatever that is. I think it's 38. Maybe not. 36. Something 30. I don't know. But anyway, that's it. We're seeing the good stuff now. Well, that's my view of my BMW G 310 GS. Hope you enjoyed this look at it. It's my first impressions, and if you like this video, please click the like, and you'll be seeing more of it in future videos, I hope. So, thanks for joining me. Bye.